Busy cafeteria. People chatting excitedly. A television shows FIFA World Cup highlights. Phones buzz with notifications. The cafeteria was louder than usual. Some people were cheering, others were arguing. A few were staring at their phones with excitement. And Emma had absolutely no idea why. She walked into the cafeteria carrying her lunch tray and looked around. Everyone seemed focused on the same thing. Football. 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 Emma raised an eyebrow. What am I missing? She wondered. As she searched for an empty seat, she spotted Rian sitting with Sophia and David near the television. The three of them were in the middle of a heated discussion.
I'm telling you, my team is going to win tonight.
You said the same thing last week. How did that work out for you?
This time is different. Trust me.
That's exactly what worries me.
Should I get some popcorn for this argument?
Everyone laughed. Emma walked over to the table.
Okay, what's going on? Why is everyone so excited today?
You really don't know?
Know what?
The FIFA World Cup match tonight.
One of the biggest matches of the tournament. I've been waiting all week for it.
Wow. It must be important.
Important? Let's make it interesting. If my team loses, I'll buy coffee for everyone tomorrow.
And if my team loses, I'll do the same. Deal?
Deal.
The two shook hands while Rian laughed. Emma smiled, but deep down she felt a little lost. Everyone seemed to understand the excitement except her.
I have a confession.
This sounds serious.
I've never watched a full football match before.
Never?
Not even a World Cup match?
Not a single one.
For a moment, the table went silent. Then Rian smiled.
Well, Emma, looks like tonight is going to be your first World Cup experience.
Emma had no idea that one football match was about to turn an ordinary day into an unforgettable conversation. Emma looked at the television screen. Highlights from previous World Cup matches were playing. The crowd in the stadium looked enormous. Thousands of fans were singing, cheering, and waving flags. Emma was...
Wow, there are so many people. I didn't realize football was this popular.
Popular? It's the most popular sport in the world.
And tonight's match is going to be incredible.
Assuming your team survives.
There you go again. Why are you always so negative?
I'm not negative. I'm realistic.
Rian, while Emma watched the exchange with amusement.
So let me ask something. Why do people support different teams so passionately? I mean, what makes a team your favorite?
That's easy. Sometimes it's family tradition. My father supported this team. My grandfather supported this team. And now I support them too.
Really? So it started with your family?
Exactly. I've been watching their matches since I was a kid. Some of my best childhood memories involve football.
That's actually sweet.
Thank you. I think.
Don't get used to it.
Everyone.
What about you, Sophia? Why do you support your team?
Mine is a different story. When I was younger, everyone around me supported the same team. I wanted to be different, so I chose another team.
Just like that?
Pretty much. And somehow, I've stayed loyal ever since.
Even when they lose. A lot.
At least my loyalty doesn't disappear after one bad season.
Ouch. That hurt.
Emma smiled. For the first time, she was beginning to understand. It wasn't only about football. It was about memories, emotions, and belonging.
What about you, Rian? How did you choose your team?
Honestly, I fell in love with the way they played. They were fast, creative, and exciting. Every match felt unpredictable.
So it wasn't because of your family?
No, I just enjoyed watching them. After a while, I became a fan.
Interesting. Everyone has a different reason.
Exactly. Football isn't just a game. People connect their memories to it,
And their emotions. Don't forget emotions.
especially your emotions. You become dramatic every time your team loses.
That's not true.
Last month, you refused to answer messages for an entire evening.
I was busy.
You were heartbroken.
The table burst into laughter again. Even David couldn't stop smiling.
I never knew football could make people feel this strongly.
Wait until you watch a close match. Then you'll understand.
Or a penalty shootout. Those are stressful.
Very stressful.
Now I'm curious. Maybe I'll finally understand what all the excitement is about.
Trust me, by the end of tonight, you'll be choosing a favorite team too.
And hopefully not his team.
Why does everyone keep attacking my team?
As the conversation continued, Emma found herself becoming more interested. Just a few minutes earlier, football had seemed like a mystery. Now it felt like a world she wanted to explore, and the match hadn't even started yet. The lunch break was supposed to be ending, but nobody seemed ready to leave. The World Cup conversation had taken over the table. Even Emma, who had never watched a full football match, was becoming interested.
Okay, I have another question. If tonight's match is so important, who do you think is going to win?
Finally, the most important question.
And the most dangerous one.
Dangerous?
Football fans love arguing about predictions.
It's not an argument when you're obviously right.
You sound confident.
I am confident. My team is stronger,
According to you,
according to facts.
we'll see about that.
Emma laughed. The more they talked, the more entertaining football seemed.
So, what makes a team strong?
Good question. There are many things. Talent, teamwork, experience, confidence.
And momentum. A team that keeps winning usually believes it can beat anyone.
Confidence is important, but overconfidence can be dangerous.
Are you talking about football or me?
Both.
Everyone burst into laughter.
If you had to choose one reason why your team will win, what would it be?
Easy. They never give up. Even when they're losing, they keep fighting. I've seen them come back from impossible situations.
That sounds impressive.
It is, but my team is calmer under pressure. When the match becomes difficult, they stay focused. That's why I trust them.
Interesting. One team fights, the other stays calm.
That's actually a good summary.
Emma thought for a moment. For the first time, she wasn't thinking about football. She was thinking about people. Every team seemed to have its own personality.
Maybe that's why people become fans. They connect with something about the team.
Exactly.
Now you're starting to understand.
So if I were choosing a team, I'd probably choose one based on personality too. That sounds impressive.
It is, but my team is calmer under pressure. When the match becomes difficult, they stay focused. That's why I trust them.
Interesting. One team fights, the other stays calm.
That's actually a good summary.
Emma thought for a moment. For the first time, she wasn't thinking about football. She was thinking about people. Every team seemed to have its own personality.
Maybe that's why people become fans. They connect with something about the team.
Exactly.
Now you're starting to understand.
So if I were choosing a team, I'd probably choose one based on personality too.
And what kind of personality do you like?
I like people who stay positive, even when things don't go their way.
That's a good quality.
I agree.
I also admire determination, people who don't quit easily.
Now you're describing my team.
Or mine.
Definitely mine.
Definitely not yours.
The debate started again, and this time Emma was enjoying every second of it.
Let's settle this another way. Emma, based on everything you've heard today, whose team sounds more interesting?
You're putting me under pressure.
Choose wisely.
Very wisely.
Honestly, I still can't decide. Both teams sound good.
Fair answer.
For now.
But I am excited to watch the match. I want to see who's right.
Spoiler alert, it's me.
Keep talking. Your confidence is making my predictions stronger.
Everyone laughed once again. The lunch break was almost over. People around the cafeteria were returning to work, but the excitement about tonight's match continued to grow. And for the first time in her life, Emma found herself counting down the hours until a football game began. The mystery was slowly turning into curiosity, and curiosity was turning into excitement. Evening. A sports cafe filled with football fans. Large television screens, excited chatter, occasional cheers. A few hours later, the cafe was packed. Fans wearing team jerseys filled nearly every table. Some carried flags. Others were already discussing predictions. The excitement was impossible to ignore. Emma looked around in amazement.
Wow, this place is completely different from this afternoon.
Welcome to World Cup fever.
Just wait until the match starts.
Then you'll see real excitement.
The players appeared on the screen. The crowd inside the stadium roared. The national anthems began. Even the cafe became quieter. Everyone's attention was fixed on the television.
This feels much bigger than I expected.
That's because it is.
Millions of people are watching right now.
The referee blew the whistle. The match had begun. Immediately, both teams attacked aggressively. The pace was fast. The atmosphere inside the cafe became electric.
Good start. Very good start.
Relax. The match just started.
I'm relaxed.
You don't look relaxed.
5 minutes later, one team created a dangerous chance. The striker raced toward the goal. The crowd on television rose to its feet.
Is he going to score?
Come on! Come on!
The shot flew toward the corner of the net. Then, the goalkeeper made a brilliant save. The cafe exploded with reactions.
Oh, that looked like a goal.
What a save!
That goalkeeper is incredible.
I can't believe he stopped that.
Emma found herself leaning closer to the screen. For the first time, she understood why people loved watching football. Every moment felt important. Every attack created suspense.
Okay, I admit it. This is exciting.
See? I told you.
As the first half continued, both teams exchanged attacks. The tension kept growing. Then, suddenly, a player crossed the ball into the penalty area. A teammate jumped, connected perfectly, and scored. The stadium erupted. The cafe erupted. Everyone jumped from their seats.
Yes! Goal! Goal! Goal!
Oh my goodness.
What a header!
That was actually a fantastic goal.
David celebrated like he had won the lottery.
You know there's still plenty of time left, right?
Let me enjoy this moment.
Emma couldn't stop smiling. The energy was contagious. People she had never met were high-fiving each other. Strangers were celebrating together.
I've never seen people react like this before.
Football has a way of bringing people together.
The match continued. The team that conceded the goal became more aggressive. They pushed forward again and again. Minutes later, they nearly equalized. A powerful shot flew toward the top corner.
That's in.
The ball struck the crossbar. The entire cafe gasped.
That was so close.
Too close. Way too close.
You're nervous now.
I'm not nervous.
You definitely are.
Even Emma could tell. David's confidence from lunchtime had started to disappear.
Earlier, you seemed so sure.
I was sure. Now I'm worried. There's a difference.
Everyone laughed. The second half began. The pressure continued. The trailing team attacked relentlessly, wave after wave, chance after chance. Finally, their persistence paid off. A quick pass split the defense. The striker ran through. One touch, one shot, goal.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about!
They scored! It's tied!
Now we have a real match.
The cafe erupted once again. This time it was Sophia celebrating. David sank back into his chair dramatically.
What happened to your confidence?
I'm saving it for later.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I don't want this match to end.
Congratulations! You're officially a football fan. Emma smiled. Maybe he was right. Because for the first time that day, she wasn't watching out of curiosity. She was watching because she genuinely cared about what happened next. The score was tied, 1 goal each. The tension inside the cafe was unbelievable. Nobody wanted to look away from the screen. Even Emma sat forward in her chair. Her eyes never left the match.
I understand now.
Understand what?
Why people get so emotional watching football. My heart is racing.
Welcome to the club.
And this isn't even a penalty shootout.
A penalty shootout sounds terrifying.
It is.
The clock continued to tick. Only a few minutes remained. Both teams searched desperately for a winning goal. Every attack felt dangerous. Every mistake felt costly. Then, suddenly, a player stole the ball near midfield. The crowd on television erupted. The counterattack was on.
This looks promising.
Defend! Defend!
Go, go, go!
The player sprinted forward, a quick pass, another pass, then a powerful shot. The goalkeeper stretched, but he couldn't reach it. The ball hit the back of the net. Goal.
Yes!
David jumped from his chair. Several fans around the cafe celebrated loudly. The winning goal had finally arrived.
Oh no, not now. Not this late.
That was incredible. Everything happened so fast.
That's football.
One moment can change everything.
The final minutes felt endless. Sophia's team pushed forward desperately. One last attack, one final opportunity. The ball entered the penalty area. A player jumped. The shot flew toward goal. Everyone held their breath. Then, the goalkeeper caught it.
Game over.
Seconds later, the referee blew the final whistle. The match had ended. The cafe exploded with reactions. Some fans celebrated, others looked disappointed. But almost everyone agreed on one thing. It had been an incredible match.
Wow, that was amazing. I didn't expect to enjoy it this much.
Even though my team lost, I enjoyed it too.
Now that's true sportsmanship.
Don't get used to it. I'm still annoyed.
Fair enough.
Everyone laughed. The tension was finally gone. People relaxed and began discussing the match.
So, Emma, what was your favorite moment?
Honestly, the first goal. Everyone reacted at the same time. It felt like the entire cafe became one big team.
That's a great observation.
Football creates moments like that. Complete strangers celebrate together.
I noticed. People were high-fiving people they'd never met.
Exactly. That's one reason the World Cup is special.
Emma thought for a moment. Earlier that day, football had seemed confusing. Now it felt familiar.
Can I be honest?
Of course.
At lunchtime, I thought football was just a game. Now, I think it's more than that.
What changed your mind?
The passion, the excitement, the memories people connect to it, and the way everyone comes together.
That's beautifully said.
I couldn't agree more.
David smiled. Then he pointed at Emma.
There's only one question left.
What question?
Which team are you supporting now?
The table immediately became silent. Sophia leaned forward. David waited confidently. Rian tried not to laugh. Emma looked at all three of them. Then she smiled.
I think I'll keep that secret for now.
Smart answer.
Very smart answer.
Everyone laughed once again, but deep down, Emma knew something had changed. She had arrived as someone who knew nothing about football. Now she couldn't wait to watch another match. The crowd inside the cafe is slowly leaving. The excitement of the match is still in the air. The match was over. The cheering had faded. The television now showed highlights from the game. But at Emma's table, the conversation was far from finished. Everyone was still talking about their favorite moments. And for the first time all day, Emma wasn't just listening. She was joining in.
You know something?
What?
This morning, if someone had asked me about football, I wouldn't have known what to say.
And now?
Now, I could probably talk about it for an hour.
That's what football does to people.
I finally understand why fans get excited. Every minute felt important, even when nobody scored.
Exactly. That's part of the fun.
And I loved how quickly everything changed. One moment, one team looked stronger. The next moment, everything was different.
That's why people never stop watching. You never know what's coming next.
Emma nodded. Earlier that day, football had seemed complicated. Now it felt familiar.
My favorite part wasn't even the winning goal.
Really? What was it then?
Watching everyone's reactions, the celebrations, the tension, the excitement. It felt like everyone was sharing the same experience.
That's a beautiful way to describe it.
I agree. Football brings people together.
I noticed that. Complete strangers were talking to each other, cheering together, laughing together. You don't see that every day.
David smiled. Then he folded his arms dramatically.
Okay, enough of the emotional speech. We still have an important question.
I knew this was coming.
We all knew.
Which team are you supporting?
Emma laughed. She looked at Sophia, then at David, then at Rian.
Honestly, I think both teams earned my respect.
Diplomatic answer.
Very diplomatic.
But if I had to choose,
The table immediately became silent.
I'd choose the team that never stopped fighting, even when things became difficult.
Yes, I knew it.
Oh no, we've lost her.
I was wondering how long it would take.
Everyone laughed. Even Sophia couldn't stop smiling.
Don't worry, I'll still support your team sometimes.
Good answer. You learn quickly.
The group gathered their things and prepared to leave. But something had changed. Emma had arrived that morning feeling left out of the conversation. Now she felt like she belonged. Not because she had become a football expert, but because she had shared an experience with friends. And sometimes, that's where the best conversations begin. The group walks out of the cafe. The night air is cool. The excitement of the match still lingers. The streets were quieter now. The match was over. The cheering had ended. But the conversations continued. As Emma walked with her friends, she couldn't stop thinking about everything that had happened that day. Just a few hours earlier, football had felt like a completely different world, a world she didn't understand, a conversation she couldn't join. But one question had changed everything. What's everyone talking about? That simple question had led to new conversations, new experiences, and new confidence.
You know, I'm glad I came tonight,
Even though you knew nothing about football.
especially because I knew nothing about football.
That's the best way to learn something new.
Just don't forget which team you support now.
I make no promises.
Everyone laughed, and as they walked into the night, Emma realized something important. Sometimes the best conversations don't begin because you're an expert. They begin because you're curious enough to ask a question. And for Emma, this was only the beginning.